Amir, you can join. We're still waiting for people to join the LIVE. Okay. Hello. I don't even know how to work this thing. Let's see if I can see like the comments. Yeah, please. And I don't know how to. America's helping me with live, guys, so excuse me. This is like the first time I've ever done this before, so yeah, I want to be able to see what people are saying.
Can't you just see it from this one? Go on
Let's see, chat viewing options. Some messages, such as personal spam. Click that right there. Hide all chats. Can somebody write something so I can see if the chats is working? Because I want to be able to answer you guys' questions. And the only way that I'll be able to answer the questions is if you guys are leaving comments, but I can't see the comments. So if anyone's in the live, can you guys like write something?
Watch it from here.
Type something to see. No, I can't see. Okay, well, I have another device. Oh, no, yeah, look, it shows up.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so I am back with my first live. I told you guys that I was going to be here at 9:30. So I'm literally going to be answering you guys' questions. I'm sorry, guys. This is crazy. Wow, Gia. I'm literally going to be answering you guys' questions regarding like living in Panama and about my experience. I think this is Quesopa. Hello. I think this is a little bit more easier to answer you guys' questions versus me waiting to do YouTube videos, because even when I do the YouTube videos, say hi, mama. Even when I do the YouTube videos, sometimes people's questions don't get answered completely. So this is your opportunity to ask me anything that you want to ask regarding me living in Panama. And then I have Amir here also. Say hi. Amir's here, so if you have any kids and your kids have any questions regarding what it's like going to school in Panama, Amir's here to answer any of you guys' questions. So let's get started. Just to give you a little background about me, for those of you who are like new to the channel, I've been living in Panama for about
Continue.
I've been living in Panama for about 7 years. I've been living in Panama for about 7 years, almost 8 years. And the reason why I actually decided to go to Panama was because you and your kids look like brothers and sisters, beautiful family. Thank you. This one is busy. The reason why I decided to move to Panama is because when the whole Trayvon Martin thing happened, I don't know if, I'm sure everyone knows about Trayvon Martin. I realized that there was going to be like this major issue in America. And it's so crazy because now I'm seeing it come into fruition now. Things that I've seen 8 years ago, what's happening now. Hi, Wang. I decided to move to Panama because I just wanted a better situation for my son and for him to be able to just be a kid. And that brings me to a topic that I want to tell you guys what happened at the doctor's appointment when I took my kids to the doctor's recently. Since I've been living in Panama, I feel like my life has been much better than what it was when I was living in the States. I feel a lot more relaxed. Don't get me wrong, there are things about Panama that can be a little bit stressful sometimes, but for the most part, if you have a lot of patience, you will literally be able to live in Panama. One thing that I want to say is, which is a big difference, I took my kids, like every year when I bring my son, well, now I have 2 kids now, to the States, I always take them to a physical. Amir sees the same doctor that he's seen since he was born. Mama, what's going on with you? What's going on, girl? And when I took him to the physical, the doctor asked me if he smokes weed or if he smokes. And I was like, why would you ask me if he smokes? He's only 12 years old. And the doctor told me that in New York City in particular, there is, what did he say? Like there's a huge issue with children vaping. And that it's killing a lot of kids because apparently the vaping company market towards children. And I'm saying to myself, what in the world? Like, I had no idea that this was an issue. The doctor also told me that he has a lot of patients that's Amir's age that smoke weed or do drugs with their older siblings. And some kids are very upfront and honest, and they admit that they smoke. And some kids try to lie about it. But to me, I was just really shocked to see, like, I'm like, what is going on right now in America? Like, what in the world is going on in America? I had no idea that drugs and smoking and all that stuff was a major issue here. And I would be surprised because America has so much resources to prevent certain things like that from happening. So I'm starting to wonder, like, what's really happening? And Panama, we don't really experience that. Like, the kids in Amir's class, they have no malicia. Like, they have literally the things that the kids here are dealing with, they're not dealing with those kids in particular. I don't know if it's because they're in a different economic class, why they aren't, this one is sleepy. You sleepy, mama? Why they aren't dealing with such things. But I just found it very, very wild that kids Amir's age is smoking and doing drugs. So that's one of the things that I noticed that is different with my experience in Panama and my experience here in New York. What's the matter, mama? She's shy. So this is the opportunity to ask me anything. So you can ask me whatever you want in regards to Panama. I will, if you have any questions about links or anything like that, I can give you the information now that I'm here. Yeah. Amir, do you want to say something? Huh? Do you want to say something? So what? About your experience? I have literally like 3 new videos that's coming out, guys.
On my experience in Panama?
Yeah.
Isn't there like 20 videos now? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So Amir's gonna give his take. So if you guys want to ask him a question, you can ask him a question.
So who was the one that asked me the question?
Nobody asked you anything. I'm saying if you want to tell your experience. Like what school is like, your friends in school, how easy it was it for you to make friends. You gotta come in the camera because they can't see you.
It was to make friends.
Were you born in New York? Okay, I was definitely not born in New York. And I wasn't born in New York. I was actually born in Kentucky. Very strange and random. When my father came to America from Panama, he could not get a job. And so at the time, the only job that he was able to get was joining the army. And so I was literally born on an army base. So yeah. And yes, I have dual citizenship because the law in Panama is if one or both parents are Panamanian, the children are automatically citizens. So I have dual citizenship, and I passed that citizenship on to my kids. But Gia was actually born in Panama, so she's Panamanian. Go ahead,
So my experience in Panama.
Yeah.
Let's say it was good. My experience in Panama was good. In school, I was personally for me, it was easy to make friends because I'm me.
What is that supposed to mean? Do you think that people, okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think that people are really a friend because you're from America? Because I know people have like they have like an infatuation with America.
Americans. I told him, because I used to put like this test. I used to be like, no, I'm not actually from America, right? No, I'm not from America.
So what they thought that you were from
I told him I'm not from America. And they'll be like, oh, okay. After I would give her like 2 years, and I'll be like, you know, I'm not going to Panama.
So you're saying that they were your friends just because they just wanted to be your friends? Did you feel like it was hard to make friends? No. Cause let me tell you, me used to go to private school here in America. Like for pre-K, I was paying literally almost $700 a month for pre-K. Okay, private school. And the private school that he went to, it was a Caribbean ran private school. It was like they had like the British method of teaching. So he knew a lot going into school already. He knew his ABCs. He knew how to count. He was doing addition. He was doing all these things. And the kids, when they would eat, they would eat at a table and chair. They were wearing uniforms, like full uniforms, right? And so like he started kindergarten in Panama. They put them to eat on the floor. What did you say when they told you to eat on the floor?
Just taking to school in Panama. What about learning Spanish? I'm gonna answer that question first before we get into this.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
So, we were saying it was easy. It wasn't easy for me to adjust.
It was.
It was easy for me to adjust. Going based off of that, I used to just chill with my grandmother all day, every day, going to the same spot. So it was really easy for me to learn Spanish. And what was the other one? And going to school. Going to school was easy, but it was just like the language. It was just like the somewhere that I know how to say. To this day, I still don't know how to say some words.
Like what words?
I'll be able to use Google Translate. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Wow, Amir, really?
I'm not even gonna hold you. I'll be able to use Google Translate. But when it comes to speaking, I'm good. Like when it comes to writing, sometimes Spanish.
So you have a problem with writing Spanish?
I don't have a problem with writing. Sometimes we get a mistake. Like you know how you would like write it how you say it?
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah, because English, some words, even though you say a certain type of way, it's not spelled the way it's said.
But I already know that, and I already know how to say that because I'm from America. But in Spanish, it's different because they be just using a whole bunch of different words.
And then you gotta be like él, ella, usted, nosotros, vosotros,
It would be like
the tilde.
It would be like, oh yeah, the tilde. I'd be like, yo, I never forgot the day that the Spanish teacher.
Stop saying yo, that's so ghetto. Good.
I never forgot the day that the Spanish teacher told me. She basically she wanted to start calling me the I'm for the tilde.
Yeah, so Spanish is kind of hard to learn. No, you can't see it, but the writing, I think, is the most difficult thing. When I was in school and I had Spanish, it was hard. Like writing it. But speaking is not the issue, it's the writing it. That's the issue. Okay, so back to you talking about making friends and stuff, because you're very popular. If you haven't had a chance to watch the video of his prom, guys, check it out. Amir was the life of the party at prom. Whoa, Gia. Whoa. Wow, Gia.
That was no shame in the game either.
Gia, I'm sorry, guys. Gia has no respect for you guys. But she has more? Oh, goodness. That is disgusting, girl. Okay, so this is real life, guys. If I was going to come on live, I was going to come on live as is, no sugarcoating, with baby Gia here throwing up on you guys. Okay, so your friends and stuff in school, the fact that you're from America, does that play a role or anything, or no?
I mean, I wouldn't say it plays a role because
You wouldn't say, or you
I
would?
wouldn't
Okay.
say it plays a role because most of them, they act American themselves basically. They watch American things. You see like some of the songs that they were playing on the prom.
Yeah,
It was English, it was American, and they were singing it like no problem.
they sure was.
And so basically I wouldn't say it plays a role.
Because they just act American. And then some of his friends, they actually have visas to come to America, because when we came to New York, one of his friends was here for 2 weeks, so we met up with them. If you didn't see the Candytopia video, check that out, and Legoland video, check that out. Both kids look just like you. Oh, thank you. You think so? You think so? Gigi is like, I want to walk. But yeah, so most of his friends, a lot of them, they actually have visas, so they've been to the States before. So I don't think they're like American. Like, you know, some people are like, oh, America this, America that. They're not really like, they don't really care. So Gigi, say hi. Gigi, how do you feel about living in Panama? How was your experience? Well, actually, you Panamanian, so how was your experience so far in America? Gigi's like, what's happening right now? Yeah, very active. Too much ácido fólico. Okay, so what else do you do? What is your like? You actually could give good advice because you actually lived in America before, and you lived in Panama. So you could actually tell people. What do you remember the things that you used to do when you were here and your friends? Which one do you say you like the most, Panama or here, or both the same?
I'll say Panama.
You like Panama more? Why do you like Panama more?
Because I have more friends here. It's better. So, question for both of you.
We have to look at it right here. Do you prefer living in the U.S. or Panama? See, that's the same thing I just asked you.
Basically,
So for me, I'm gonna be very honest with you. America's ghetto right now. Before, like when I first moved to Panama, it was so hard for me to adjust. Like I used to be here all the time. Like any chance I could get, I would come here. But now that I'm older and I've met people and I've created a life for myself, I would say I like Panama better. When it comes to like living, like lifestyle wise. But when it comes to getting paperwork and stuff done, that's a whole other ballgame. What do you say?
see?
What do you like?
That's my guy.
I agree with you 1,000%. First of all, I feel like such. I'm here. Don't you feel like I don't know. I don't even want to say it because I don't want to offend anybody. But being here right now, I just feel like I don't know. Like I just feel. It's not like exciting. The only exciting thing was when we went to Legoland, like doing like tourist attractions, like tourist things is fun. Like now that I'm not living here anymore, the tourist things seem to be like fun. But like regular day-to-day stuff, no. It's like really like, I don't know how people do it. At least in Panama, we outside every day. We either outside every day. Yeah, I'm outside every day. You're outside every day also.
I'm not outside every day.
You are outside every day. You always in out here social.
If it rains, if it rains, it's been raining almost every day since we.
Okay, but when it's not raining, you're outside every day.
Fine, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
When it's not raining, it's been raining like crazy.
But when I'm here, it's been cold here too. So we haven't really. It's been so cold. Like a lot of.
It's been that cold, yo.
To be able to go to Splish Splash and all the water parks that we wanted to go to, there was no way that we could. Yeah, we have to wait until like July because it's been like cold. It's not like weather to go to water parks at all. No, you can't. Exactly. So why would you want to go to a water park and you're not going to enjoy it?
I mean, some people will enjoy it.
Would you enjoy it?
Depends.
No.
It depends.
See, and the thing is, like over here, like the weather is it's been so weird. Like it's like literally like pneumonia weather. Because when we went to Legoland, it was so hot. And now it's like it was cold last week, and now today it's like kind of warm. We're going to check out the amusement park. So, Splish Splash. That's the amusement park. Amir doesn't know. He's been in Panama so long that he really doesn't know the lingo from here. You don't know the lingo. How are the schools in Panama?
School?
You love school. Don't.
Oh no, I love myself some school. I'm not even gonna lie. Life after school is boring. I'm just keeping it.
It's boring because you're not at school right now. Let me tell you, I'm gonna be very honest with you.
I took a birthday party and stuff. I just missed a birthday party today. And you know I'm always getting invited to birthday parties. I will honestly say if you can afford private school in Panama, do it. But just not any private school. Because there are some private schools that they charge
whatever amount of money and it's not even worth it. So you gotta do your research. In the membership tab, I literally left, I think it was like 5 schools in the membership tabs where you guys can check out if you're looking for schools in Panama. It's actually in the membership tab. Check out those schools. I'm telling you. Other than that, you on your own when it comes to trying to find a really decent school. There are some public schools that are decent, but if you could afford it, definitely do private school. Definitely do private schools. He want to be a Yankee so bad. Okay, he wants to be a Yankee so bad.
Me?
Yes.
Who said that?
I said that.
Why you said that?
Because they said that you're giving Yankee vibes.
Where did that say? What did that say?
Right there. Your sister is like, she want your attention. So yeah, check out the membership tab and check out the schools that I listed on there. I want to say the cheapest school, one of the cheapest schools, because international school in Panama is an amazing school, but it's a lot of money. It's literally like $40,000 a year, and that was just for kindergarten at the time when I went to go check it out. I'm like, this is like paying college tuition. It just wasn't worth it. And then I knew somebody that actually worked at the International School of Panama, and she was telling me that although the school promotes itself as inclusive, it's really not that inclusive, and it's a lot of bullying because a lot of the people that go there, their parents are like diplomats and, you know, like people that have a lot of money, and the kids tend to be a little bit spoiled. I don't know. I'm just telling you what somebody told me. Okay? Does one have to be vaccinated to visit Panama now? No, I think you just need a negative COVID test. But they do ask if you're vaccinated, though. She loves her brother. Like, she loves her brother. Was it easy to start your business in Panama? No, it was not. Well, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it so real. Starting a business legally in Panama. You taking her? Starting a business illegally in Panama is not really the issue. The issue is that, like, for example, if you have like a storefront, let's say, you have to pay different fees for every single thing. So if you have a sign, you have to pay for the sign. Okay, you have to pay. It's called municipio. You have to pay. You have to pay fines for if you even just have a business. And it depends on what type of business you have. So for example, I have a beauty supply store and I sell products. Every single product that I sell has to be registered, and you have to pay for each product to be registered. Then you have to have a certain amount of Panamanian employees. You have to have a certain amount of Panamanian employees working there. And if you don't have a certain amount of Panamanian employees working there, what's the matter, girl? You need another bib. Can you get another bib? This one is just nasty. You have to have a certain amount of Panamanian employees working there. If you don't have a certain amount of Panamanians working there, they'll fine you for that. They have people that come in randomly and do checks, especially if they know that you are a new business. They will definitely try to fine you or try to get coima. If you don't know what coima is, ask somebody what coima is, because that is something that really does exist. But starting a business isn't the problem. What's the matter, Mama? Starting a business is not the problem. Maintaining the business is the problem, because there's so much fees that's attached to it and so many things that you have to pay for. So, and then you have to deal with people like just trying to like get over on you. Let me tell you something. We've dealt with so much with having a business in Panama. Maybe one day I will tell you guys and do a video on it, but let's just say someone scammed us out of $45,000. Thank you. I appreciate the fact that you guys are willing to listen to the truth, because some people don't want to hear the truth. They like for people to, I don't know, they like lies. Not even lies, they like a fantasy. And I'm telling you, there's no place in this world that's perfect. And everywhere you go in this world, you're gonna life period, you're gonna face some sort of difficulties, or you're gonna have something, a roadblock. It's just what you're really willing to deal with. Things to do with children in Panama City. Child, let me tell you, there's so much things to do. You can go to the pool. You can go to Crazy Park. Amir loves himself some Crazy Park. Okay, he loves Crazy Park. There's a zoo there. There's a museum, the Summit. That's a zoo. You can do picnics at Parque Omar. The movies. And it also depends on what age your kids are, like how old they are. But there's literally always something to do. You can do the resorts, go away for the weekend, go away to the beach. There's literally so many things to do. The only difference here is that there's more like theme parks, and in Panama there's like there's literally no theme parks. But hopefully one day. The Causeway, yes, go right. There's a really nice park on the Causeway. You could take the boat to Toboga Island. Toboga Island is actually really nice. What?
What is it called? Cinta Costera.
Cinta Costera. Oh my God! For Christmas, Cinta Costera is beautiful, 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 beautiful. So guys, she wants to talk so bad. She wants to talk so bad. Cinta Costera. The kids like to ride bikes, so you can do that as well. I watch a lot of your videos on Panama, and it's beautiful. Life is what you make it. Yes, life is definitely what you make it. Exactly. You can really live anywhere. What's the matter, Mama? You want to sit up? She has hiccups. So yeah, there's tons of things that Mama, you got hiccups? Oh. I mean, can you put the soda for me, please? So yeah, literally life is what you make it anywhere, but there are things that you should just know so that you can avoid certain things. Okay? Let me tell you, I experienced a lot of things in Panama, but although the negative things, I experienced a lot of negative things, it wasn't enough for me to be like, you know what, I want to leave. So I guess that's a good thing, right? What's the matter, Mama? Mama's tired.
Then go sleep.
Man, don't be mean to her. Okay, baby girl. No, that's garbage. What else? What else? I'm going to Panama in July, and I want to visit your store. I'm going to move there soon. Can you recommend someone that can put in fox locks? So there's a couple of people that I know that could do fox locks. There's Johnson Salon. I'm gonna stand up because she needs to sleep. Johnson Salon is one, and there's another girl named Jay. I will actually list it in the membership tab and everyone's phone numbers and Instagram, so it'll be a lot easier for you. What's the matter, baby girl? Oh, guys, she's. What's the matter? So yeah, I'm gonna literally list it. We gotta rock her to sleep. I'm moving to Panama next month. I'm very excited. I'm also getting married there. Oh wow, congratulations. Congrats. Look at baby girl, look. Look at the ones looking at you crying, girl. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the girls' information in the membership tab. It'll have their Instagram and their phone numbers, so you can contact them directly. So yeah. This live is gonna go up for anybody who didn't get a chance to see it. I'm gonna leave it up so you guys can experience the real deal with baby crying and all. So that hopefully now when you realize how much effort I put into my videos and how difficult it is for me to record and edit and update. Now that we have a new addition to the family. I don't know how long these can last for. I think it can only last like an hour. Saying I've Yeah, she is tired of what I have no idea what she's tired of doing. She had today and she's still tired. Okay, Mama, she done. Okay, baby. Okay. My experience at the hospital giving birth, guys, it was amazing. Like, I got like A1 medical treatment at Punta Pacifica. A little costly, but it didn't cost as much to give birth as in America, but it was a little costly, but it was worth every penny. My experience was so amazing. And they took very good care of my baby, as you can see. And my gynecologist, my OBGYN, she was amazing also. How was health insurance in Panama? So I have Blue Cross Blue Shield. Insurance is insurance everywhere. You know, the insurance company always trying to not pay for something. But for the most part, I haven't had any issues with the insurance. I have, like I said, I have Blue Cross Blue Shield. My co-pays are like $20, doctor visits, and emergency. Like if it's an emergency, I don't have to pay anything if I have to go to the emergency room. But so far, I haven't really had any bad experiences. Well, one thing, my insurance, because I had a pre-existing condition with like kidney stones. Anything that has to do with kidney stones, they're not gonna cover it, which is exactly why I'm here, why I came here, because my insurance that I have here, I'm fully covered, and I wouldn't have to pay for anything. And in Panama, they wouldn't cover anything that had to do with kidney stones. So, like I said, the insurance business is just a scam all the way around if you ask me. But it's good to have it because you just never know. So I hope that answered your question. I'm like being so honest and so super duper like real. I hope I'm not scaring anybody. You're welcome. You are very welcome. Let me tell you something. I wish when I moved to Panama, I had somebody to guide me and someone to help me. I literally had nobody. Everything that I learned and everything that I share is literally from personal experiences and things that I went through and my family went through. So it kind of annoys me sometimes when people and I shouldn't let things that you're being negative. I'm not being negative, sharing experiences or negative situations that have happened to me, just like I share positive experiences of things that happened to me, because if I knew, or if I had someone to guide me then my family wouldn't be out for $45,000. Right? So I wouldn't want anybody to go through that. So if I could try to help one person not experience that, I'm okay. So it's not me being negative or me talking down on the country, because believe me, I love Panama. Like, I love Panama. I wouldn't live any place else in the world. But people do shady stuff, and I just need to let you guys know so you don't fall victim to that. How much is private school a month? Private school depends on the school that you go to. It could be $5,000. Not $5,000. It could be $600 a month. It could be $700 a month. It could be $200 a month. It could be $100 a month. It could be $150. It just depends on the school that you go to. No, seriously, like it's painful. It's really painful when you trust people, because my parents always say, not my parents, my grandmother always say, well, they say it in Spanish, but in English it translates to face you see but heart you don't, right? So you see a person's face, a person will come to you, they will smile in your face and, oh, smile up to you and hee hee ha ha, but you don't know literally that person is coming to you, So you just have to be very careful. You just have to be very careful. You can get sometimes referrals are the best way of not getting scammed. Because people will come to you, people will be like, oh, smiling your face, and you know, hi, how are you? Just different things, and they will tell you about how much in church they are and they're godly, and then little do you know they're like the freaking devil. So, just be careful. Honestly, I went grocery shopping here, and I spent like $200. I feel like I got more stuff with my $200 than I got in Panama. But then again, it depends on where you go shop. I purchased my stuff from Riversmith, and at Riversmith, everything in there is imported goods mostly. So I get like a lot of vegan friendly stuff, like healthy stuff, and that stuff costs. But if you go to a local grocery store like the 99, you might find things a little bit cheaper. I personally don't shop in the 99 because I had a very bad experience one time. I'm not saying that it is all of the supermarkets that's not the Super 99 supermarkets. I'm just saying in this particular Super 99 that I went to, I seen roach and the fruits were rotten and there was mold on the bread, and I said I'm never shopping here ever again. So since then I only shop at the Ray, and it all depends on which Ray you go to, and Riversmith. So yeah. And also just keep in mind, like, gas prices are ridiculous. So everything has gone up everywhere, especially if things are imported. Like, if anything is imported, it's gonna cost more money. So just keep that in mind, guys. Yeah, I shop at the Ray all the time, but I shop at, so this is another thing that you guys gotta keep in mind. And it's just like, I wanna say like, it's just like, in America, right? Each supermarket has its area. So for example, you'll have a Ray in, let's say, Costa del Este. You'll have a Ray in, let's say, I don't want to say San Joaquin because I don't remember the Ray, but let's say San Miguelito, right? Well, I can't say San Miguelito because the district is so big. But let's just say there's a Ray in Costa del Este and there's a Ray in maybe like a more of a lower end. They literally will not sell the same things. So you guys have to keep in mind the goods in certain neighborhoods are going to be completely different from the goods in other neighborhoods, as well as the price. So for example, because this happened to me, I went to Do It Center. If you don't know what Do It Center is like a Home Depot. And I went to go buy a, what is that thing called? Like a patio set. So the patio set, let's say it was like, I'm just putting out a price, okay? Let's say it was like $100 in Los Pueblos, because they Do It Center in Los Pueblos. It was $100 in Los Pueblos, and then when I went to Brisas, it was $150. So the prices definitely vary depending on where you are and which neighborhood you are in. If I'm making any sense. If you're following me, hit up something in the comments letting me know that you get what I'm trying to say. No, but let me tell you, the Ray, there's this bread, what's the name of this bread? It's a multi-grain bread. And the multi-grain bread, they only sell it at the Ray, but it's a specific Ray that they sell it in. And it's not, I can't even say, it's the Ray that's close to the highway. It's in the other part of Brisas. That Ray has a lot of American products, vegan friendly options, and the whole wheat bread there, it's like a multi-grain bread. They only sell it there. So literally, like, if I want to get that bread, I have to get it there. And once it's sold out, it's sold out. And they don't have that bread in Riversmith. And it, like I said, it depends on which Ray and which neighborhood you're shopping in. Anything from farmers market, I would say, if It's gonna be a lot cheaper. It's gonna be more. It's gonna be very organic, and you're also helping a local farmer. So I would say, you know, if you can shop at farmers market, go ahead. But unfortunately for me, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to go to farmers market. Literally, I don't have any time. Look at my hair, guys. I came on live looking like this. So just imagine. And if you get stuff from a farmer's market, you're gonna find it even cheaper. There's a farmer's market, I think it's in like right over the bridge. My mother goes when she always says that you get stuff like really, really cheap. And like avocado, you know, avocado is really expensive. I do not buy avocado in the supermarket. Honestly, I buy avocado off the people on the street because you can get 3 avocados for $5 versus if you go to River Smith, you're getting 1 avocado for like $5. So yeah, avocado is something that I buy off the street. Like there's people that sell avocado on the street and I just buy them. I'm sorry guys, I'm like going to comments, so I'm looking to see if I missed anything. I don't think I missed anything. Also, another thing I want to say, if you guys have time and you want to buy, Amir went to go talk to his friends. He went to go talk to his friends on the, I don't know what that thing is called. But another thing that I want to say is that if you guys are into like buying fresh fish, definitely get it from the Mercado de Marisco. The fish is fresh and it's a lot cheaper than you buying it in the supermarket. The only problem is that you have to get up super early. Like my mom gets up, she's there like 5 o'clock in the morning because she wants to make sure that she's getting the fish as soon as it comes off the boat. So if you have that type of time, go right ahead. I literally don't have that type of time, but I will share that gem with you. If you are into buying seafood, go buy it from the Mercado de Marisco. It's much cheaper and it's a lot fresher because it literally comes, the fishermen, they literally fish it and bring it there. So you might want to check that out. Yes, Panama food is definitely flavorful, but I'm like, the only thing that I miss, I want to say like, Panama doesn't have much, okay, like in America, you can get Asian food, you can get African food, you can get Jamaican food, you can get Guyanese food, you can get American food, you can get Asian food, you can get every type of food that you're thinking of, like in the world. But Panama is really like, you can get like Asian food, but you can't get, I mean, there's a place that you could get like Jamaican food, which is like really, really good, called El Caribe. So if you want to check that out, check out, the food is like amazing. And the chef is actually Jamaican. So that is one place where you can get like authentic Jamaican food, but it's so far from me. So I would have to like drive there if I want like, and it's worse if it's like traffic. You have to drive all the way over there to get Jamaican food, but there's no like African food, there's no like Haitian food, no Haitian restaurants. Like it's literally like everything is like Latin American food or sushi. So after a while, it's kind of like, oh, I'm tired of that. So I'm kind of happy that I'm here. They have Mexican food. I told you I found a Mexican restaurant. Pretty, but yeah, that's what I said. It was really good. How is Daniel in Panama? Do you recommend shipping your vehicle? Don't ship your vehicle to Panama. No. Okay. Do not. I'm telling you, do not ship your car to Panama. It's a ripoff. Okay. And it's just too much. The time that you take to ship your car, the money that you're going to invest in shipping your car, you might as well get a new one, a new brand new car. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? I sold my car and I bought a car when I got to Panama. Do not ship your car. And El Caribe is really good. The chef is Jamaican. I'm looking down on the screen because for some reason, like when the comments pop up, it goes away like so fast. So I'm like reading it from an Amir set it up so I can see the comments down here. I think this live is only an hour, guys, so yes, but I don't want Indian food. My mom cooks curry all the time, and I don't want Vietnamese food either. They have like Arabic food, which is really good, but I mean, like, I want like African food. Have you ever tried? Has anyone ever tried African food? And Indian food and Vietnamese food is only in certain areas. You're not gonna find that everywhere in Panama, though. That's the other thing. Like, it depends. Like, if you live in like areas like, if you live in like San Francisco, if you live in like Costa del Este, if you live in those areas, you would find like more options. But where I live, it's limited to like sushi, wings, American food, Italian food. That's pretty much it. I never had Ethiopian food, but I'm gonna try it. So yeah, so like those are the things that I miss about the States that they don't have in Panama. Like, the food is like limited. Oh my God, the beaches. Me personally, I would go to the beaches on the Caribbean side only because this is just what I'm saying. My opinion, guys. So if you don't agree with me, if someone else has been to a different beach and they don't agree with me, that's cool. But I would say go to the beaches on the Caribbean side because the water is a lot calmer, especially if you have children. Okay? I have kids. My son knows how to swim, but the tides on the Pacific side is rough. Okay? It's really, really rough and cold. I like calm waters, you know, just warm. So I either go to Bocas del Toro, the beach is amazing, or the beaches in Colón. Not Playa Langosta. Back in the days when I was much younger, the beach used to be hot, but now I feel like the beach is just whatever. You can go to La Guaira. La Guaira is beautiful, or you can cross over to the other side also. So yeah, I would say the Caribbean side. Pacific side, the water's too rough. Too rough for me. Unless you're a surfer and you want to surf, go ahead, but I'm not a surfer. No. I know one time somebody went to Veracruz Beach, and I'm like, why would you go there? Like, why would you go to Veracruz? Like, why? The surfers usually go to Bocas del Toro. And there's some go to what was the beach that I went to? It's a beach. And some there. But, and there's another beach also. But usually the beaches on the Pacific side, you could do that. These lives, I'm gonna go live more often, guys. Like, I've never wanted to go live because I was just like, okay, what if nobody comes in the live? Who am I gonna be talking to? But this wasn't really that bad. So we're gonna do more live chats. I'm gonna do more live chats. So guys, please have your questions ready, and I'll be answering so many of you guys' questions. But like specific details with phone numbers and stuff like that, I'm gonna list them in the community tab. Why did I say that so? In the community tab. If you're the dishwasher. But yeah, I really like doing lives. Like, this is so cool. That profile picture, the thumbnail picture that I took, I'm gonna change it. It looks crazy. Yes, I love it. I like interacting. This was cool. I really liked it. I've been saying that I wanted to go live for so long, but I was just like, I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm gonna have to like invest in like streaming equipment, you know, to make it like, to figure out how this works. Like, this is my first time going live, so I'm like literally on an iPad. I'm using an iPad and like a light in the back, so I don't know how this quality is gonna come out to play back, but now that I know how this whole live thing goes, we're gonna do. What days do you think I should do more lives? Like, what days are you guys more like available for? Should I do lives on Sundays, at night, during the day? Let me know. Because I want to make sure that when I do the lives, like I don't have to keep on repeating the same information over and over again, and that we have the most people in the lives so we can answer everyone's questions at once. And I think it only has like 1 hour, so literally, guys, I have like 10 more minutes left because I'm looking at the corner. It says I've been on here for 51 minutes. So Saturdays or Sundays? Do you guys prefer? I feel like Sundays would be a better day because people go on Saturdays and I'm on Saturdays. So I think Sundays would be a better day. Like, do you think we should do lives at night? Good evening, Badina. Should we do it like at like 7, 8, 9 o'clock? What do you think? Whoever's coming in now, nights are better. So yeah, we could do like Sunday at 8 o'clock. I feel like Sunday at 8 o'clock would be good because people have work on Monday. And so like if we do like an hour, it'll be from like 8 to 9 o'clock, and you know, everybody can go to sleep for work or school the following day. So we'll do, or maybe we should do like 8. It's set. Okay, yeah, so we'll do Sunday nights. We'll do lives on Sundays. Sundays at 8 o'clock, 8 to 9, 8 to 9. I think is good. Sundays at 8 to 9 we'll do lives. And then I'll put it in the community tab when I'm going live, so you guys have the heads up like which Sundays. I'm probably not gonna do every single Sunday. We'll do probably like twice every other Sunday, like 2 times a month. We'll go live, and I'll give you guys like updated information. Did you see the eye doctor I recommended a Panama? No, I didn't. I didn't see a recommendation. If you sent me a recommendation, please. I didn't see it. Send me the information because I definitely didn't get it. Oh my God, the scariest thing happened to me, guys. I'm gonna tell you really quickly what happened because I have like 7 minutes left on the live, right? So I obviously, when I first had my daughter, well, when I was pregnant, I went and got my eyes checked again. My prescription was not working. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, good. So we'll definitely do that Sundays. Okay, so I'm gonna go live. Already went on live today, so we'll start our Sunday at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna post it in the community tab. But I'm gonna read the story really quickly. It has really nothing to do with living in Panama, but this can help somebody. If you know anyone that is pregnant or having a baby, you might want to give them this piece of information because I didn't know this. So right before I gave birth, I went to the eye doctor to get a new prescription because my glasses that I had before, it was no longer serving me, right? So I went to the eye doctor in Panama. I got my eyes checked, everything, whatever, bought some glasses. I was like, I'm gonna get the cheapest glasses. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on glasses. I've done that before, spending $100 on designer glasses, and then you can't use them anymore, okay? So I was like, I just give me the cheapest glasses and the frames, right? The doctor told me, she said, after you have your baby, no doctor ever told me this, okay? And I've been wearing glasses all my life. She said, after you have your baby, you have to get your eyes checked again because the hormone levels will change your eyesight. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Didn't really pay her any mind because, like I said, I've been wearing glasses all my life. This is not the first time that I've been pregnant. No doctor ever told me this before, right? Cool. Had Gigi. This was literally like a week after, like a week or 2 after. I was breastfed. I was breastfeeding. I mean, I'm still giving her milk, but I'm not giving her milk directly for breast anymore. Now I'm just pumping the milk out and just giving it to her in a bottle. But at the time, I was giving it to her for my breast. So I'm like, I finished feeding her. Amir's on the couch with me. All of a sudden, my vision went like, I started to see everything like 3D. Everything was like 3D. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I like closed my eyes and I'm like rubbing my eyes thinking that my eyesight was gonna get better. Everything was like, it was the craziest thing in the world that happened to me, right? So I started crying because I'm like, what the heck is going on? I called my doctor. I'm like, could it be something that was happening because of, you know, I just had given birth? Went to the emergency room. By the time I drove like out, my eyesight came back or whatever, like normal. And I went to the ER and they couldn't figure out what was going on. I didn't have any sugar issues. My sugar was fine. Everything was fine. I couldn't figure out what was going on. They told me that I had to go see an eye doctor, right? Guys, did you know at the end of the day, I found out that when you breastfeed, that could affect your vision. I had no clue that that's something that could happen. So please let somebody know that. Like if they're breastfeeding, you know, just be mindful, okay? Especially if you're wearing glasses, your eyesight, it can affect your vision. So anyway, guys, that had nothing to do with anything. I just wanted to share that story because I was like really scared. We'll be back next week Sunday at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna put it in the community tab just to make sure that everybody knows that we're going live on Sundays at 8 o'clock twice a month. We're starting the first live obviously next week Sunday because this is like an intro. I only have like 2 minutes left on this live. I'm gonna hang it up before we cut off. Thank you guys for tuning into this live. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna change that ugly picture that I have in the thumbnail. Thank you all for your super chats. Thank you all who donated. I appreciate it. And peace and love as always. And I see you guys next week Sunday.